Hey guys, today I'm gonna do my CFL predictions for the next week, which I think is week 9. No, week 8. So it seems like I'm always a week ahead, but so going back to week 7. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, I was 3-1. So just going through each game, like breaking it down bit by bit. So the first game, like some of these games I watched, some I didn't really watch at all. So the Calgary beating Ottawa. Here, let me just turn off night mode because I can't tell what things they are. Yeah, so Calgary did beat Ottawa in Ottawa 17-16. I saw a decision by Ottawa to give up a 2, to give up the safety, which makes no sense because then you're up by 2, meaning if they get a field goal this last possession, you can lose by 1, which is what happened. So I don't know why they did that, but whatever. That's their choice, and it made me right on CFL pick 'em, so I'll take it. So yeah, Ottawa loses 17-16. Definitely really close. So I was right. I chose Calgary, just barely. They won. The next game, Toronto visiting Edmonton, trying to get their first win. They don't. Instead, they got shut out and lose by 26. So they lose 26-0. And I chose Edmonton, so I was right. So 2-0 so far. The next game, this is the game that everyone's probably going to be talking about because Jeremiah Masoli, the Hamilton QB, got a torn ACL and is now out the remainder of the CFL season. And my cat's trying to get in my room. Yeah, so he's now out the remainder of the season, which is really depressing, and that's really sad for Ticat fans because the Ticats are 5-1. He's been really good. I haven't watched all the games. I've been working a lot, and our cable went out that day, so I missed a bit of the game, but whatever. They won 23-15, and they still won. So I chose Winnipeg, and I wanted to be wrong, and I was. So 2-1. And then BC losing at home 45-18 to the Rough Riders, and that's how the week concluded. So obviously the big story right now is the Ticats and Jeremiah Masoli and whether Evans can hold the fort for the Ticats or not. So I guess we'll see. But I finished 3-1 on the week. My record is 16-10 now. 60% if anybody cares, which they probably don't, but I'm just letting you know. Now obviously going to next week's picks. So week 8 starts off with Winnipeg visiting Toronto on the first day of August, Thursday, August 1st, and I do not have any of them picked, so I can actually pick them with you guys. So obviously I'm going to choose Winnipeg, and 97% towards Winnipeg. That's insane. What do you think I should? I'll say because Toronto's been really bad, but I'm not going to count them out just yet because they are at home. But Winnipeg has been on fire, but Winnipeg just got their first loss, which shows they can lose. So, but if Toronto's defense is not good and offense is not good, they're fucked because they just did they just not know it's Edmonton? I don't know. Yeah. So they lost their last game, but they can definitely win. They can definitely rebound and then get a win. And of course the Argos, whether 0-5, 0-6, 0-7, I have no idea what the record is, but 0 something. So I'm gonna just give it 50 points predicted like it normally is and stick with that. The next game is gonna be also Thursday, August 1st. So we're gonna start off with a doubleheader. Of course I work that day, but I'll definitely be home to watch the Ticats game. That game is gonna be Ticats at Saskatchewan Roughriders at 9:30 p.m. So again, based on the news of Jeremiah Masoli and based on Saskatchewan just winning their last game away, 45-18, against the struggling Lions. Now they're going to come home. I think their record's 3-3 against the 5-1 Ticats, but again, no Jeremiah Masoli. So now I'm kind of thinking even before I would think that Saskatchewan can win, but now I feel like Saskatchewan can win even more now because I don't know what the Ticats are on the road, but I know they're pretty good. I think they're 4-1 at home, meaning that they're 1-1 on the 4-0 at home. Let me just check. Even though I'm pretty sure they're 4-0, and then I think they're 4-0 at home, and then 1-1 on the road. So not that many road games just yet, but they've won 1 of 2, so they can definitely win. But I will go with Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan is chosen. I think this is the first time that I've seen Saskatchewan chosen over Hamilton, but again, it's probably because of Jeremiah Masoli, and no one probably has confidence in Evans, which I somewhat do, but I have barely even watched the Ticats, even though they are my team. But I will choose them 55% just because I know the Ticats are good, but it's not like their defense can be that good every game. They allowed only 15 points against the really hot Blue Bombers, so that's really good, and at home too, so they are obviously... At least they lost Jeremiah Masoli, but then not at least. I mean, at least they won while losing him in the process, And especially because you lost him in the first quarter, not the fourth, and then you were still able to pull it out. So that obviously shows a lot, but it'll definitely be tough because like I don't know what his first name is, but Evans needs to be good, and the defense needs to be good now all year round. They need to be anyway, but they have to be even more now, and Evans has to get his shit together. I mean, I'm not saying he's bad, but like he has to make sure he has his shit together, is what I mean. So I'm gonna choose them with like 55% confidence with like 50 points predicted or 55, whatever. The next game is gonna be Friday, August 2nd, where Montreal returns home to face the Ottawa Red Blacks, and Montreal is now 3-2. I think they've won 3 in a row now. At home, they're 2-0. Away, they're 1-2, and then in their division, they're 2-1. So they're facing Ottawa, so they're 2-1 against the division. Ottawa is surprisingly lower because it's really weird that Hamilton and Montreal are the first two. I feel usually it's Ottawa and Hamilton or Hamilton Ottawa, but it's never like Montreal's always at the bottom, no offense, and Toronto's always third. Or sometimes it's like Hamilton Toronto or whatever, or like Ottawa Toronto or whatever, but Montreal's never second. Like that's actually really weird. So now I don't know who the hell to win. I don't know how many games they've won in a row. I think they've won 3 games in a row now. But now it's hard for me to vote against them, but then it's hard for me to go with them then, because then what if I feel like they start struggling now? I want to choose him. I want to choose Ottawa, but I want to choose Montreal now. You know what? I'm just going to have to press pick the winner and see the pick trend to see. Oh, shoot. 84% towards Montreal? I thought it was going to be like 50-50. Wow. That's insane, and that does make me want to choose Montreal more. So I'm going to choose them with like 50% confidence. I don't want you guys to think that I just chose them because that's where the pick trend is, even though that's kind of true and that's kind of what I did. But I do feel like Montreal would win because like they are on a roll, but then I feel like it's Ottawa. Ottawa can get, I guess, settled at any time. But then again, Montreal is at home and they've been fire so far, or like as of recently, so you never know, right? It's really hard to predict. So I'm going to say 50% confidence and 50 points predicted, and we'll just stick with that and see what happens there. For the last game of Week 8, we're going to go Saturday, August 3rd, Edmonton at Calgary, which will be another classic. I already kind of think that Calgary won just because they are at home, and like usually when I see Calgary at home against anybody, I'm like Calgary either way. Either way, I just choose them. The pick trend is 61% towards them. I'll say 50. I'm not picking my nose. I'm just scratching here just so you guys don't think I'm picking my nose. Anyway, yeah, so 61% towards Calgary, 39% towards Edmonton. I'll choose them like, damn, I'm itchy here, like 55% confidence just because Edmonton definitely can win, which is why it's still like 61-39, not like 80-20. Oh my gosh. So 55% confidence with, usually they score a lot of points, so I'll say like 60 just in case. So I'll go with 60 if I can get to it. There we go, submit, done. Okay, so let's see. I have 3 home teams selected and 1 away team, which is Winnipeg, the only away team, and then I have Saskatchewan, Montreal, and Calgary chosen to win for this week. So there's that. I definitely went a lot more in depth. It was almost already 8 minutes. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.